Why does the friend zone exist?
For losers who are meant to be there.
Guys, I keep telling you, if she's not pursuing you, she's controlling you. Let me play that again.
Why does the friend zone exist?
For losers who are meant to be there.
Would you say he's in the friend zone?
Yes, I do have a boyfriend.
I love how happy she looks to be given the opportunity to tell the world about how much of a waste man the fly in the green jacket is. I call him a fly because to her, he is a mosquito she can't bat away.
Are you guys in a relationship?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. Okay, well,
You say yeah, you say
talking,
no.
We are not.
Guys, you better not be feeling sorry for the guy in the green jacket. She's not leading him on. He may be her pet, but she doesn't have a leash on him. She's obviously very open about what she thinks about him. And like a lost dog with nowhere else to go, he continues to follow her. He simply doesn't respect himself, and because of this, neither does she.
A relationship. No.
Okay, I guess we're not.
Oh, okay, guess we're not. What's funny? Click the link in my bio and sign up to my one-on-one coaching.
More likely to be manipulated through sex.
Oh, yeah.
Men only think about sex, so they're very manipulated.
Women dominate it.
A weak man is a man who does not have a strong sense of purpose and meaning in life. And when a man lacks a purpose, he is unable to reward himself with a sense of fulfillment. But he is able to reward himself with pleasure. We all are. But the weak man gets his sense of purpose, meaning, and fulfillment from pleasure, leaving him weak, disempowered, and pathetic against those who hold his purpose in their hands.
So then why aren't men protected from emotional abuse the same way women are protected from physical abuse?
Because men are idiots.
No, emotional is worse. No. Emotional is worse than physical.
It is.
So then if emotional is worse than physical,
Yes, the
wouldn't men
men-
deserve protection more than women?
They would. They should.
But they're not smart enough to fight for it.
Shut up. She's not lying though. Guys, stop serving the gods of lust and pleasure and start serving your higher self. Get a purpose in life and follow and serve your higher calling. Be everything you can be. Stop allowing yourself to be manipulated because you lack self-control, emotional discipline, sexual discipline. Grow up. Like, follow, and sign up to my one-on-one coaching.
People see you how they need you.
When it comes to intersexual dynamics, people really only see you how they need you. This is the reason why it's so easy to objectify the other. In my body of work, I always talk about the necessity of destroying the ego of the other, because they won't give you a chance unless you destroy the preconceived narratives they've had before you, the desires they've had before you, the expectations they've had before you. So the only way you will ever gain access to someone's authentic self is if you destroy their ego so they can actually see you for who you are.
That's why some people hate you and don't even know you. They need you to be an enemy. Because if they make you an enemy, they don't have to take responsibility.
If you're a good-looking guy or a successful guy or a very tall guy, you will know that not only do other men need you to be their rival, right, but for their own growth, right, for their own personal growth and development. When men are around other men who are doing better than them, they have a desire to compete with that man because it's how they grow. Women are also the same. Women also have a desire to be in opposition to certain type of men that she needs to play the role of the villain. So men who are very successful with women are able to play the role of the villain very, very well. They know what role this woman is looking for out of them. Sometimes a woman wants you to cheat on them. Sometimes a woman wants you to be hot and cold with them. Sometimes a woman wants you to be inconsistent with them. Sometimes a woman wants you to mistreat them. Whatever role they are currently looking for, you are able to play.
And be honest with you, that's why some people think too highly of you. Because they need you to be a savior. And the truth is, you're neither.
Fellas, you're not as bad as women make you out to be, but you're also not as good as women make you out to be. It depends on what they need. Depending on what they're lacking will depend on what they see in you or don't see in you. If they need you to be a villain, depending on their own personal growth and journey and development, then you are a villain to them. And if they need you to be a hero, depending on whatever situation they're going through, then you are a savior to them. Let me put you guys onto some high level game. Never play the role of the savior. Never play that role. That isn't a role that is good for you. But play the role of the villain. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because the role of the villain will actually break her ego if you play that role. You break her ego, she gives you her authentic self, and then you can actually have a loving relationship with that woman. But if you play the role of the hero is a short story. It doesn't last long. Like, it's too short term. To save a woman, you're not saving a woman for 20 years. Right, you're going to save a woman out of her predicament, and then what? She's just going to be left with a man who's over-validating her, a man who is way too invested in her, and a man who is way too interested in her. Potentially a man who could be expecting something in return for all of the saving. So women don't like it. Don't play that role. That is a crap role. She just needs help. The role of the villain is the real role, because when she needs you to be the villain, she's growing. Her unconscious wants her to grow and develop. And nothing makes a woman grow faster than a man. This is the reason why women gravitate towards men who hold tension, men who hold conflict and create conflict, because it helps her grow. Unconsciously, the woman's body pushes her towards troubling men, challenging men, because if this woman is able to overcome this man, she will be transformed because of it. So as a man in this life, you play multiple villain roles. You play the villain role to your kids. I've got kids. I'm a villain to the kids sometimes. Sometimes I've got to be the dragon they can't defeat. At nighttime, when it's bedtime, I am that evil dragon. Right? But because I have to be. That's the role I have to play, and they will understand in the end. As a guy, you are a villain, guys. Do you not get that? Do you understand you're a villain? Stop trying to pretend you are a Powerpuff Girl. You are Mojo Jojo. Fellas, it's very, very important that you destroy the ego of the woman you're dealing with at first. You got to destroy her ego. I've said in previous videos, women use their ego as a defense mechanism. They apply the use of their ego incorrectly because women are fearful, because women are driven by comfort, security, because women don't have the psychology to overcome pain and suffering. All right, women prefer to avoid pain and suffering. Because of this, they use their ego as a defense mechanism. The masculine man does not use his ego as a defense mechanism. Actually, he uses his ego to propel him forward in life, to continue to take steps forward in life, even when everything is bleak and mundane, even when all of the odds are stacked against him. He will use his ego to overcome those things. It's the ego that the masculine man uses to run head first into danger, to protect the people behind him, for example. All right, so a masculine man uses his ego to wear his heart on his sleeve. That's the opposite of how a woman uses her ego. She uses her ego to protect her heart. All right, we use our ego to put our heart back out there, even though it's been trampled on and stabbed. That's how we use our ego, and the woman uses it in a defensive way. So because of this, when you're first dealing with a woman, she's always going to be operating in a way that's not good for you, in a way that is bad-faithed. You know, control or be controlled, kill or be killed, dominate or be dominated. That's how the woman is going to first approach you. All right. And so obviously that's unacceptable. You can't have that. You're going to have to find a way to overcome that. And the woman is aroused and she's also interested to see how you're going to overcome that. This is the reason why women create walls so the right man can tear them down. All right. So understand that there is an element of destroying her ego. When you're able to do that, when you're able to defeat her in this initial process, the first part of the game, when you're able to defeat her, sorry, I'm ill. I am ill. When you're able to defeat this aspect of her, then she will actually start giving you her true, authentic self. All right? Remember, in my previous video, if you've not watched it, my video on how women sub-communicate and indirectly communicate with you, I told you there's a three-tiered system. Right? There's a three-tiered system. The woman's front line of protection, she'll use her logic. The man's game, she'll use your logic to defeat you. Right? And then if you can defeat that, then she's going to use her emotionality, which is the rear line of her defense mechanism. She's going to use her emotionality to defeat you. She weaponizes logic, which will be the values. You know, this is where a woman will use your values against you. She'll weaponize logic to defeat you, to make you submit. If that doesn't work, she'll weaponize her emotionality to make you submit. When you defeat these two things, aka her ego, she will start presenting to you her true, dark, authentic self. All right, and then that's what you want to seduce. That's what you want to be speaking to at all times. This is what I teach you guys. I teach you guys to bypass all of these ego defense mechanisms the woman has, because you need to be speaking directly to her dark, true self. This is what all the great seducers do. All right, we're not talking to the representation she presents, the holograms, the illusion she presents, the things that she wants you to speak to. You know, her social media presence, her dating app presence. We're not speaking to those things, right? We bypass those things and we speak directly to her true dark self. That's how you seduce women. It's very, very easy, guys. Very, very easy. All right. Please continue to support the page. Leave a like, leave a comment, send me an email, sign up for one-on-one coaching if you want to know more.